As we have seen in the earlier videos, the end products of digestion like glucose, amino acids, vitamins and minerals get absorbed by the body. All this happens in the small intestine. Parts of the small intestine called the jejunum and ileum is where maximum absorption happens. If you remember, tiny finger-like projections called villi increase the surface area and allow faster absorption. The food that has been digested is now in the internal environment of the body, and that will now be converted into body substances which become a part of the organism. This is assimilation. Assimilation takes place in the cells while the digestion happens in the alimentary canal. But where do the nutrients go? Are they distributed directly, or do they go to a central point to get distributed accordingly? Yes, they go to a central point, which is the liver. The liver acts as a checkpoint and control center for the release of appropriate amount of nutrients in the circulatory system. In our previous videos, we had also seen that liver secretes bile, which helps in digesting fat. But its key function is to process the nutrients absorbed in the small intestine. But how are the different nutrients utilized by the body? Let's talk about the three main kinds of nutrients. Glucose, which is broken down from carbohydrates, fatty acids and glycerol, which are broken down from fat, and lastly, amino acids, which are a broken down form of proteins. These are the three main kinds of nutrients which have been broken down and are ready to be absorbed into the body. What exactly happens with glucose? Remember, glucose provides energy to the body, but only when the body needs it. It means that it has to be stored and appropriately used as and when the body demands it. But can the glucose be stored? No, it cannot be stored as glucose. Glucose is converted into insoluble glycogen, which is stored as an energy reserve. Yes, the liver converts the glucose to glycogen, which can be stored. But the body needs glucose, right? Well, the glycogen gets converted back into glucose when the body demands it. Glucose is converted to glycogen to be stored and converted back to glucose when deemed appropriate. And the excess glucose is converted to fats by the liver and stored in the adipose tissue. That completes the assimilation of glucose. What about the fat products and amino acids? The fat products of digestion get converted to fatty substances like cholesterol. Fatty acids and glycerol act as energy reserves and are stored under the skin or around the organs. And now we come to the last bit. Amino acids are used in the repair of damaged parts of the body and for growth as well. Excess amino acids cannot be stored and are converted into urea and excreted as urine. So this is how food is assimilated in the body. It is absorbed into the bloodstream and is used to provide energy and materials for growth and repair of the body.